Hi everyone, this is Robin Rice with the Maiden Chronicles, and today's topic is So You Want to Write a Book. What's really cool about the people who've been reading and commenting on Maiden is that I've heard behind the scenes, shyly, that some of you actually are writing your own book or want to write a book. So I decided, let's start there. Let's just start with So You Want to Write a Book. The first thing I want to say is, awesome! I love writing books. I could write articles until I'm blue in the face, but I love writing books. It's a very different journey than writing something short. So I'm glad to have you along, and I'm glad to share what I know about writing books. Writing a book is a huge, enormous journey. So I want to throw out a caution right up front. Why? Why do you want to write a book? Are you writing a book because someone said, wow, you have a really good personal story and maybe you should write a book about it? Or are you writing a book because you want to be a writer? It's a huge difference, and truly, you need to want to be a writer. I think there's a good book in everyone's life. I think you could find an incredible book in every single person that's out there, if you're a good storyteller. But that good storytelling capabilities, that's really about wanting to be a writer. So the first thing I would say is if you want to write a book, make sure it's because you want to be a writer. I look at it this way. If you were in the NBA, but you said, I never want to go to practice, that probably wouldn't work out so well. So make sure you want to go to practice because most of your writing is going to be alone, in your own space, by your own motivation. No one else is going to tell you to do it. No one else is going to get you up in the middle of the night with ideas. You're going to be doing that on your own. So make sure it's what you really, really want. If you know you want to write a book, then the question is, what kind of book? I have written fiction, nonfiction, and also what I would call personal memoir. They're very different beasts, so I just want to give a moment to that. Fiction writing is awesome. Fiction uses your greatest skills and imagination. It allows you to interact with the characters, to not know what's going to happen next. There's just really cool aspects of fiction that I personally love. I find it's my highest creativity. So that one, if you're on board, we're going to have a good time, especially with Maiden. Nonfiction books are also incredibly valuable, though, because they're just a series, hopefully, of stories. If you want to tell something nonfiction, how to do this or how to do that, or a discussion about a topic that you're really interested in, to do good nonfiction, you'll have to string together a lot of stories. Now, these stories are going to be stories that actually happened or are composites of stories that have happened. But good storytelling is essential for good nonfiction, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Finally, there is personal memoir. Now, I have a special place in my heart for this because my grandmother actually wrote a personal memoir and had it Vanity Press published when she was in her, I think, 60s, before she died in her 80s. And she wrote about her childhood, one of 12 children on the Smoky Row. That book is precious to me. I don't care that no one else published it. I could care less about the prestige. She wrote a book. My grandmother was a basketball player. I never would have known that. She was on a basketball team in high school. I wasn't even on a basketball team in high school. I was like, wow, this is amazing to think about. So a personal memoir allows you to do that. Whether you're published big or not doesn't make a difference. Well, it may make a big difference to you and your motivation, but it's worth doing just for those who will come after you, in my opinion.